Domestic LPG savings. Around 35% of LPG savings is possible by Petroleum Conservation Research Association PCRA's golden rules of LPG saving. This can give around a conservative 20% savings, and replacement of burner heads in the LPG stove, this can give around 5%, and retrofitting of LPG saver on the existing LPG regulator, this can give around 10%. So totally around 35% savings is possible now, and by implementing this, we are consuming the LPG cylinder for 30 days, let us say. This can come up to 40 days now. Let us go in depth as such. What are all the ways to improve the efficiency of the existing domestic stove? We are very much aware the existing domestic stove, the efficiency is around 40% only, and the star rated stove is around 70%. You have a 30% gap here. So how to improve on your existing stove with low cost spending? Let us first try to replace your burner head caps, and if the burner is totally corroded, then it is better to replace the burner assemblies also as a next step as such. PCRA always guides the housewife to achieve 30% of LPG savings by the cooking practices only as such. The stove efficiency is different, the cooking practices efficiency is different here. I just wanted to clarify here as such. So our stove is bought almost 5 to 10 years back, and the existing stove's efficiency is around 40%. So if having done the implementation, if it is not able to improve the efficiency of the stove, let us try to replace the stove with a 5-star rated stove, and this is a wise thinking to replace with a star rated LPG stove as such. Million thanks to the PCRA. It's almost 6-decade old organization that is a brainchild of all the oil marketing companies under the Ministry of Oil and Gas India, and it has researched and guided the housewife to save around 30% LPG savings in the cooking practices. Some of the practices I just wanted to share here. Using the pressure cooker is first point. The minute point here is using the separators in the pressure cooker, that is more important here. Always cover the lid of the vessel whenever you are cooking. Almost covering the lid, it saves around 20 to 30% of LPG savings is possible here. And prepare all your food items before cooking. That saves your plan. That is depending on your planning and saving your LPG cooking time as such. Try this one-pot meals. That is, always go for multi, like let us say rice, dal, and vegetable, all in the same. As I said, in separate containers, in the separators, in the pressure cooker, and like that one-pot meals having multi food ingredients in one cooking, this saves around LPG. And the low flame cooking, we go for smart cooking, this also saves LPG. Always keeping the LPG burner in sim, that is in small flame for cooking, and when the flame is at the bottom of the vessel, heat transfer is always better, the best. When the LPG flame comes towards the side of the vessel, heat transfer is less and the cooking time is more, and the LPG loss is also more here. Improve your daily cooking habits efficiently and save the LPG in its usage. Always slow and steady cooking is always better, planned cooking is better. Small burner most of the time you are going to use, and use that also in the medium flame only, not for the high flame as such. Alternately, make use of the induction stove for boiling and pressure cooking for any other applications. Many applications have already come, and you can make use of the induction stove to the maximum now. For instant boiling of water, you can use the electric kettle, that is also better. And separators in cooker, combining all food gradients in one pressure cooking, that saves a lot of LPG fuel. And don't allow the to brim out the cooked food from the vessel top. This spoils the bottom burner. If it gets spoiled, immediately clean the burner and always keep your burners clean and neat and tidy. In cooking or boiling water, partly covering the lid at the top, almost fully covering the lid, it always makes the cooking faster as such. These are all the ways to save the LPG, and the oil marketing companies are giving a lot of inputs to save the LPG. You can see the savings going for a reduced flame on the burner. Instead of, you can see the right ways to do, the wrong ways to do. So you can see the ways how the going for a reduced flame and going for a pressure cooking with a separator, and go for a wide and shallow vessel at the top of the stove, and keeping your burner clean. These are all the areas to be pinpointedly look for LPG savings in the efficient cooking as such. BE always gives a priority to have energy efficient cooking in the induction stove, and the housewives need this induction stove for boiling water, milk, etc. Here you should appreciate the induction stove OEM. He always prompts the housewife to go for a flat bottomed and a broader vessel. He is giving a marking. The same thing we can apply to our LPG stove also. Let us have a marker meant to be marked on our LPG stove top. This will make the wife, this will prompt the housewife to go for a broad based vessel as such. Replacing the burner, this I have done almost in 2010, 15 years back I have done, and once in 2 years I am replacing the burner heads, and this gave a savings of around 5%. You can see around 53 days it was after changing the burner, and before it was the cylinder lasted for 50 days, and after changing the burner it came for 53 days. This I have observed for many years as such. How can you improve the gas stove workings from today? Routinely service your stove and remove the burner head, and after the cooking is done, remove the burner head and boil it in hot water for an hour. Add spoons of baking soda and clean it with toothbrush, and add lime and scrub out all the dust or the dirt particles in the burner. Use the wooden toothpicks to clean the burner holes, and don't use metal objects, but these wooden toothpicks will clean, because these holes need to be very clean and clear as such. And you can brush out more dirt from the internals of the burner. Observe the burner head is sitting perfectly on the mating flange of the burner as such. Oil companies give an excellent this LPG saving slogan, smarter cooking. This is more important here, and saving the fuel by multiple dishes by using the separator in the pressure cooker. And the second and the important point is, after the first whistle, shift to the medium flame. If you are in a high flame of the cooking in the pressure cooking, once the first whistle has come, shift to the medium flame. This also gives an excellent LPG savings. This LPG saver, which I have purchased almost in 12 years back, and I have been using it, and it gave around 10% savings when I have observed this working for the past 10 years. The objective is not to promote this product. As a user reviewer, I just wanted to suggest, when I can save the LPG by using this gadget for the past 10 years, more than 10 years, why not the other citizens of India can make use of it? Of course, this needs to be duly approved by the LPG authorities. Retrofitting today, this LPG saver cum safety device. This is more than saver, it is a safety device also. Wherever the LPG is leaking at the from the regulator to the stove, it automatically trips and it stops the LPG to stops the LPG leakage. So millions of homes are already using this gadget, LPG saver, and this gives around 10% conservatively. And the LPG authorities, once they have approved this, we can definitely go for this type of devices, safety and saving devices. The LPG stove knob needs to be numbered. Let us try to digitize the knob, saying as 1, 2, 3, so that instead of sim, max and other high, if you put the numbers on the knobs, it will prompt the housewife to stay at one fixed number, and it will make the cooking also easy and convenient for the housewife as such. Using a 5-liter cooker for a 2-3 member family or a 3-liter cooker, see, 5-liter cooker is bigger in size for a 2 or 3 member family. 3-liter cooker will do as such. Also, for a 1 member family, 3-liter cooker is a bigger size. We can go for 1-liter cooker. So let us consistently educate the consumer about the LPG's rational usage in the cooking as such. This LPG education is half done in LPG conservation. Educating the domestic consumer aggressively to reduce the LPG consumption. Let us the oil marketing companies can give the label or sticker to fix this 10-inch dia on the LPG stove top and on the LPG knob on the around the knob also. Gated community associations can go for this LPG safer for their common safety, because The safety is more important when you are using the LPG gas in your LPG cylinder in all your multi-storied apartments. It is time to partly or fully switch over to LPG from LPG to the induction cooking. We have to get adapted to this. The charity begins at home. The charity, by saving LPG in usage also, is the service to the nation. 60% of the LPG is imported now, and around 90% of the LPG is used for the domestic consumption. Around 56 lakh LPG cylinders are delivered throughout India daily. A reduction of 20 to 30% in this LPG savings, domestic LPG savings, it almost equals to 20 lakh cylinders reduction per day, and it is around 20,000 crores per annum can be saved in the foreign exchanges as well by this domestic LPG savings. Thank you for giving this opportunity.